Here's a fact that'll blow your mind. The average luxury perfume has a markup of over 2,000%. That means you're paying $400 for ingredients that cost maybe 20 bucks. But here's the real kicker. What if I told you that some $40 clones actually smell better than those $400 originals? I know. You're probably thinking I've lost my mind. Trust me, I thought the same thing until I started doing blind smell tests with my friends. The results? Absolutely shocking. Last week, I had my friend Jake smell 2 bottles side by side. One was a $400 Parfums de Marly, and the other was a $40 clone. He picked the clone every single time, even offering to buy it on the spot. That's when I realized the fragrance game had completely changed. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. We're diving deep into the controversial world of cologne fragrances. Now, if you're new here, clones are basically affordable alternatives that recreate the scent of expensive designer and niche perfumes. I've got over 300 bottles in my collection, and more than 100 of those are clones. And let me tell you something. Some of these budget beauties have completely changed my perspective on what makes a great fragrance. I used to be that guy who'd only buy designer bottles, thinking anything under $100 was garbage. Boy, was I wrong. Today, I'm sharing my top 10 cologne fragrances that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about perfume pricing. These aren't just decent alternatives. Some of them actually outperform their expensive counterparts in every way that matters. Let's be real for a second. There's this weird stigma around cologne fragrances. People automatically assume that if it doesn't cost your entire paycheck, it can't possibly be good. We've been brainwashed into thinking that price equals quality in the fragrance world. I used to be exactly like this. I'd walk past cologne fragrances thinking they were cheap knockoffs that would smell like bathroom cleaner. I remember my first expensive fragrance purchase, a $300 bottle of Creed Aventus. I felt so sophisticated, so elite. But here's the thing. The fragrance industry has some of the highest markups in luxury goods. You're often paying for marketing, fancy bottles, and brand prestige, not necessarily better ingredients. The actual liquid inside might cost the same to produce, whether it's in a $40 bottle or a $400 one. And after years of testing and comparing, I've realized that some cologne houses are using the exact same quality ingredients as the luxury brands. They're just not charging you for the brand name and the fancy advertising campaigns. Let me start with a fragrance that completely changed my mind about clones. Club de Nuit Intense Man is a clone of Creed Aventus, and honestly, it might be better than the original. I discovered this gem through my friend Marcus, who wore it to a party last summer. The entire night, people kept asking what he was wearing. I was skeptical at first. Here's this $40 bottle claiming to replicate one of the most famous fragrances in the world. The scent opens with this incredible smoky pineapple that's both fresh and mysterious. You get that classic Aventus DNA with the birch smoke and black currant. But there's something more refined about it. The batch variation that plagues Aventus, non-existent here. Every bottle smells exactly the same, which is incredible for consistency. The performance is absolutely insane. We are talking 10 to 12 hours of longevity with beast mode projection for the first 4 hours. I've made side-by-side comparisons with 3 different batches of Aventus, and honestly, this $40 bottle gets me more compliments than my $400 original. It's perfect for any season and works equally well in the office or on a date night. The only downside? The bottle design is pretty basic, but who cares when the juice inside is this good? This is the fragrance that made me sell my original bottle of Parfums de Marly Alter. Yes, you heard that right. French Avenue Liquid Brune is such an accurate clone that I couldn't justify keeping both. I stumbled upon this during a late-night fragrance forum deep dive. You know, those rabbit holes you fall into at 2 a.m. when you should be sleeping. Someone posted a comparison photo and I had to try it myself. The opening hits you with creamy vanilla and cardamom spice, followed by this subtle citrus brightness that prevents it from being too heavy. The heart reveals orange blossom and rose that add this elegant floral touch without making it feminine. The dry down reveals warm woods and amber that create this incredibly sophisticated scent that bubbles around you. What impressed me most is how smooth the transitions are. There are no harsh edges or chemical smells that you sometimes get with cheaper fragrances. Each phase flows seamlessly into the next, just like the original Altair. The longevity sits at around 8 to 9 hours, which is exactly what you'd expect from the $200 original. The projection is moderate but present. People will notice you without feeling overwhelmed. This is hands down one of the best vanilla-based fragrances I own. Cologne or not, perfect for date nights, special occasions, or anytime you want to smell expensive and refined. Afanan Supremacy Collector's Edition has been absolutely killing it lately, and this clone of Creed Aventus Absolute proves why. I picked this up after seeing it everywhere on Fragrance YouTube, and wow, the hype is real. It's like they took the best parts of Aventus and made them even better. The pineapple is juicier, the bergamot is brighter, and the amberwood base is smoother than silk. What sets this apart is the bottle quality. It feels premium in your hands, not like some cheap plastic knockoff. Performance-wise, you're looking at solid 8 to 10 hour longevity with moderate to strong projection. It's versatile enough for both casual and formal occasions and works beautifully in spring and summer. At $40, this is probably the best value in my entire collection. Here's where things get interesting. Oud Satin Ministry of Oud. It is a clone of Maison Francis Kurkdjian Oud Satin Mood, costs less than $20, but performs like a $500 niche fragrance. I bought this on a whim during a fragrance buy sale, not expecting much. Oh, the bottle looked cheap. The brand was unknown to me, and the price seemed too good to be true. Boy, was I wrong? The opening is pure luxury. Rich rose petals dancing with smooth, clean oud that immediately commands attention. It's not one of those aggressive barnyard ouds that clear out rooms and make people run away. Instead, it's velvety and sophisticated, like wearing a cashmere suit made of flowers and wood. The rose here is deep and realistic, not that candy-sweet, artificial rose you find in cheaper fragrances. The oud is creamy and refined, adding depth without overwhelming the composition. About an hour in, vanilla and amber join the party, creating this incredibly luxurious scent profile that rivals anything I've smelled from niche houses. The performance is absolutely ridiculous. I'm talking 12 plus hours of longevity with nuclear projection for the first few hours. I tested this on a cold February day, and people were still commenting on my scent 12 hours later. This is definitely a cold weather fragrance that demands attention and respect. Perfect for special occasions, date nights, or anytime you want to smell like you spent serious money without actually doing it. Kismet Angel, also known as Kismet Magic, this clone captures the warm, boozy essence of Maison Margiela's Angel's Share perfectly. I discovered this through a random recommendation in a Facebook group, and it's become one of my go-to comfort scents. Picture this: warm cinnamon, sweet vanilla, and that cozy apple pie feeling that makes you want to curl up by a fireplace. The cognac note adds this sophisticated, boozy warmth that's never overwhelming. Performance is excellent. You're getting solid 8 hours with strong projection that gradually becomes a beautiful skin scent. This is perfect for fall and winter evenings, date nights, or anytime you want to smell like a warm hug. At its price point, it's an absolute steal. This might be the most accurate clone I've ever smelled. Gary's Den FOMO duplicates Dior Parfum so perfectly that even fragrance experts struggle to tell them apart. I learned about this from a fragrance reviewer who did a blind test video. The clean iris paired with leather woods creates this incredibly mature and elegant scent profile. It's what I imagine a successful businessman would wear to important meetings. The performance is outstanding. Strong longevity with refined projection that never becomes obnoxious. This works beautifully in professional settings and cooler weather. If you love the Sauvage DNA but want something more sophisticated and grown up, this is your answer. Afnan Turathi Blue. Electric strikes again with this stunning clone of Xerjoff Blue Talisman. What caught my attention first was the bottle. It's absolutely gorgeous and feels premium in your hands. The fragrance itself is this perfect balance of fresh citrus and warm woods. You get bright bergamot and sweet citrus in the opening, followed by this smooth, woody base that's both fresh and comforting. The performance is solid, with good longevity and moderate projection. This is incredibly versatile. It works in any season and transitions beautifully from day to night. For the price, you're getting both exceptional fragrance quality and premium packaging. If you love Parfums de Marly Greenly but can't justify the price tag, French Avenue Ether is your new best friend. I bought this after reading countless positive reviews online, and it delivers everything it promises. The opening bursts with juicy green apples and crisp bergamot that immediately puts you in a good mood. The heart reveals fresh woods and subtle florals that create this incredibly natural, outdoorsy vibe. It's like taking a walk through an apple orchard on a perfect spring morning. Longevity is solid at around 6 to 8 hours with good projection. This is perfect for daytime wear, casual occasions, and warmer weather. It's fresh without being generic and sophisticated without being pretentious. Latafa Al Nashama Caprice. This hidden gem clones a discontinued designer fragrance, making it even more special. I discovered this during a deep dive into Latafa's catalog, looking for something unique. Caprice opens with sweet spices and clean lavender that immediately sets it apart from typical crowd pleasers. There's cardamom, subtle vanilla, and this incredibly classy romantic vibe that makes it perfect for evening wear. The performance is impressive with good longevity and moderate projection. What I love most is how different it is from everything else in my collection. It's sophisticated, romantic, and has this vintage quality that feels timeless. This is perfect for special occasions when you want to smell unique and memorable. Crafted Oud, rounding out our list, is this elegant clone of carved oud. While the longevity is more moderate compared to others on this list, the scent quality is absolutely stunning. I picked this up from a small boutique that specializes in oud fragrances. It's warm woody and has this refined sophistication that works beautifully as an office scent or quiet dinner fragrance. The oud is smooth and well blended, never overwhelming or animalic. There's subtle spice and balanced sweetness that creates this incredibly wearable OOD experience. If you're intimidated by oud fragrances or want something more approachable, this is the perfect introduction. Here's where things get really interesting. I conducted blind smell tests with 10 different people over the course of a month, mixing these clones with their expensive originals. I'm talking about everyone from my barber to my girlfriend's mom to random people at the mall who were willing to participate. The results shocked everyone, including me. 7 out of 10 people preferred the clones over the originals when they didn't know which was which. In some cases, like with Liquid Brune and Oud Satin, people were convinced they were smelling the expensive versions and couldn't believe the truth when I revealed it. One friend even offered to buy my Altair bottle for $200, not knowing it was the $40 clone. Another person picked Club de Nuit over 3 different batches of authentic Aventos, saying it smelled more balanced and refined. The most shocking result was when my girlfriend, who has an incredible nose for fragrances, picked the Ministry of Oud clone over the authentic Maison Francis Kurkdjian, claiming it lasted longer and smelled more luxurious. These results completely shattered the myth that expensive automatically means better in the fragrance world. After testing hundreds of clones over the years, I can confidently say that the gap between clones and originals has never been smaller. These 10 fragrances prove that you don't need to spend a fortune to smell incredible. Whether you're looking for fresh and fruity like Ether and Blue Electric, warm and spicy like Kismet Angel and Caprice, or rich and woody like the Oud options, there's a clone that delivers premium quality at an affordable price. The fragrance industry is changing rapidly, and established brands are being forced to compete on quality rather than just prestige and marketing budgets. Clone houses like Latafa, Afnan, and French Avenue are investing in better ingredients, improved longevity, and more accurate recreations than ever before. They're not just making cheap alternatives anymore. They're making legitimate competitors that often outperform the originals. As consumers, we're the winners in this game. We get to smell amazing without going broke, and we're forcing the entire industry to step up their game. The days of blindly paying premium prices for mediocre performance are over. Quality is becoming democratized, and that's something we should all celebrate. What's your favorite affordable fragrance? Drop it in the comments below. I love discovering new gems from you guys, and some of my best finds have come from viewer recommendations. Seriously, the fragrance community is incredible at finding hidden treasures that deserve more attention. If this video helped you save some money while smelling amazing, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest reviews and comparisons. I've got so many exciting videos planned, including budget fragrance battles, seasonal recommendations, and blind tests that'll change how you think about expensive fragrances. Next week, I'm testing the most overhyped designer fragrances of 2025 to see which ones are actually worth the money and which ones are just expensive marketing campaigns. Trust me, some of these results will shock you just as much as today's did. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.